everyone. Council, are we ready with the next witness? If so, please bring him in.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, Commissioners, and good afternoon, members of the audience. We are ready to proceed with the next witness. Mr. Usher, can you please bring the witness in? Interpreters, please take note that the witness wishes to speak in the Mandinka language. Mr. Usher, I believe we're missing the usher here. The usher is on his way, apparently.
I Karamo Sane.
Nte Karamo Sane.
Nte Karamo Sane.
Do swear that.
Ben kalilako.
Ben kalilako.
I'll speak the truth.
Mbe tonya fola.
Mbe tonya fola.
The whole truth.
Tonya drong.
Tonya damma.
And nothing but the truth.
Andunte kuma fola jam mem manga tonya.
Kuma fola mem man soro kanilai.
So help me God.
Alama ala yendema.
Amina. Alama ale makoy.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sane.
Akoitinya Mr. Sane.
Welcome to the TRRC.
Bismillah TRRC jang.
And thank you for agreeing to testify today.
Andung ya barka baga fana ila songola pour kanasi TRRC jang pour yela sey andorodi.
We met briefly this morning.
Mbendala nyi somanda ku war sutun kola.
And as you know, my name is Sagar.
Kome yalo nyame ento musagar leti.
And I will be the one questioning you on behalf of the commissioners.
Andun telebe tambile nyaaro nyini karol ni jabiro la membe tambile ni tema commission to yala.
Mr. Sane, I'm aware of the fact that you have a bad back.
In kalamuta ko Mr. Sane ye ko di mole soto.
And I know that you cannot sit down for long periods of time.
Andu ngay fahamu fananko ila siyo nyingi buka sino fo wati jang.
And since you've been here since morning,
you
have informed me that it has begun to actually disturb you. So I would ask you to please bear with us.
Be dan la nyina dugare isi sabari nyedron.
And as we go through your testimony,
Tumala men nan tade la sede andro wicho bi de la sede andro wicho nyin kono.
if at any point you would like a break,
Ni tembe o tembe isulata fonyo ndingola.
please let me know.
Dugare ikana ni hammalu ikana sila isa kalamutandi.
I would like you to speak loudly and clearly through the microphone in front of you.
Andu mbela fla nyinna fana ni be diamo la fana sida lo microphone ro iskaje ikango sisika domandi santo moli la diamo moy.
What you can do now is just to simply draw it close to you.
Sante be men kala wala nyindi ka microphone ni saba domandi ifan kannan domandi isaje la diamo ni sene bata yela siron katandira bulola.
So that we can all hear you clearly.
Isaje moy mbesi la diamo moy.
And keep in mind that because your testimony is in Mandinka,
Tumala men da fana isi hakilo isi imbule sondo mo fana kono ko ila diamo ni be diamo kam mandinga kangolto.
your statements are going to be interpreted into the English language,
Ila kuma kan ni be men fo kan janga be kan nasor kan ni mandinga kangolta.
as well as other local languages.
Anin kan kan ko tangol me alon ko be banko kan jang.
Therefore, I would ask you to speak slowly
Woto kan be dali la nyinne isa ke ni be diamo le si diamo domandin domandin.
and keep your speech very brief
Andu ila diamo ni si sutiandi domandin.
to enable the interpreters to easily interpret.
Nin kammale saje ko kan nasor la nyim fana kan nasor la si silo nyi soto isi la kuma ko be kan nasor ay senea.
What you are saying,
Be men fo kan.
and so that the members of the commission here present and members of the audience can follow your testimony.
Isaje commission nyi membe siri nyaati lo ngala janga ni men be siri ngi e buluba karola wol fana la moy la lol fana be sa moy abe senea ma membe tamakan.
The reason why you have been called here today
Dalilo me ya sabu bingi kumandi jang.
is so that you can narrate what happened to you
Isaje isa sa ta ko la men lati kan.
on the day that the witch hunters
Lungu men na nyimbuwa demaral
came to Sintet.
inada sintet sa ta kono.
We would like you to tell us what you were doing on that day,
Mbele fla ye nyim fonye wolungola be munake kan wolungola.
how you were captured,
Ye muta nyaadi le.
and how others that you witnessed were also
Andu
captured,
mo kotangol ye men sede ay wol fana muta nyamen.
what treatment they received
Yal muta nyaadi le ye muta nyaadi le o mare nyol kabri ye muta.
at the hands of those who captured them,
Mol bulo kono me alongo wolle muta.
as well as what treatment you also experienced,
Andu o kam fota o kam kota ke ite fana ye mum lonli le karanga ko nyin kono.
and how you were transported to Kanilai,
Yal bulandi moto kono nyame yal samba nyaadi le kanillay.
and what happened to you there.
Mune kete la jeeto fana kanillay je kabri yal futandi je.
We would like you to focus on any violations of human rights
Be fla kan nyaati len ko kula me alongo hada mari ngona nyanta tinyala mel late kan ni nyongolu
that you suffered
men late kan.
and the impact that has had on your life,
Andu ngay korea ko men sabu may la baluwo kono.
on your health,
Ila jaata kende yaro.
and the life of your family.
Andu ila dimbal fana na baluwo to ay mun korea kule sabu ima.
I hope this is understood.
Ako ajikita nyin na ko men fo janga seneyate mala ndu yamoyle.
Are you ready to proceed with your testimony?
Silam fo ako fo ipareta le bam pour que la kuma kan sedi andiro nyin commencer bam.
Ade.
Yes.
Can you tell us what you are called?
Pari?
Can you tell us what you are called?
Ako fo isa fo no mole mu ye kumandi munela.
Kan kumandi jambang.
The reason for me being called here,
What is your name?
itodum
Karamosani.
Karamo Sane.
Where do you live?
ibe sabatere min tole.
Sintet.
Sintet.
What is your date and place of birth?
E wuluda sanjuma la andu ibe sabatere min tole.
Wuluta kiyam mandina le.
I was born in Kiang, Mandina,
Arimbe shirin sintet le sai.
but I am resident now at Sintet.
And how long have you been resident at Sintet?
Ay wati jelle si ibe sabatere ngi sintet.
Nara sintet 1970.
I came to Sintet in 1970.
Ani nande mamanta tula dumbe jel.
Up till this year, I did not go anywhere. I'm still there.
And do you have a family?
Ye dimbayal soto le ba.
An kany.
Yes.
To ni ndingol lem. Ani mamaringol.
I have my children and my grandchildren as well.
And can you tell us what is your occupation?
Fo isa fo no nye muna muila do ko woti.
Seno.
I'm a farmer.
And what do you farm?
Ko ka mun sene.
Katiye sene.
I farm groundnut.
anin tubaño
and corn
anin findo
and findi.
And can you tell me whether or not you have any other source of income? Do you do any other work apart from your farming work?
Ninga boda sama senola. Fo do ko tembe bulla jabang ikamen ke ika dimbal soro baluo soro metoga.
oto mon kata bato
Yes, before
kajala fa okay
I used to fish.
And are you currently employed?
Sainteng fo ebe do ko la bang.
hani mantara do fenna
No, I'm not engaged now.
How long have you been unemployed?
Ay wadi jelsi mandra do ko la.
silanga e sanji woro woro la sey sile
Now it would be 6, 7, or 8 years now.
And can you tell us the reason for that?
Fo ise afo na nyamune mu daliloti.
ntanga muta na kanila mi ngol bari kabir muta kanila sanji kilin ne wasanga fo hani ngado ko men ke make no molle mako abindel ani ngade manina luwa fo mbiga tenandino
I think it's because of what I drank from Kanilai. Since I returned, it was just 1 year. And even that year, I could not finish my work. Now, I cannot even work on my own farm.
And is that as a result of ill health?
Fo sorta men kama wala mi ela jata kende ya soto baliyade ba.
man kende ya
Yes, I am unwell.
Can you tell us, or perhaps can you remember the day that the witch hunters came to Sintet and
Boy
captured
hakilo
you?
samura no lungu men na nyimbua demalal nata sinter sato kono ba.
na kilo boda lungala
I cannot recall the date.
Can you recall the month or the year?
A karo dum wara karo nyin dum waranda sanjumalem fo hakilo si o fana mano ba.
amira 2009 2019 or 9 malo alan to wala bunyaga
I think it's 2009.
And do you remember the actual day of the week it was?
Fo lungu nyim fango lo ko nyim fango fo samuta no le bang.
ni kilo man bonga amira arabolem
If I have not forgotten, I think it was on a Wednesday
arabo o tenem
or on a Monday.
And please tell us what you were doing on that day and where you were.
Islam isa fo no mole be mun ke kan lungu la kabri nata.
yo mbeshir na jimba wala le jannen ka sije mbarndi malam solo wulo ndara nyambodula
I was sitting in my house
Under my veranda.
on my veranda.
ndara mbarndi mala nyambodula mbarndi malam solo wuluta ndara nyambodula
My nephew's wife gave birth, so I went to the naming ceremony.
mbejele to
While I was there,
mam modoliji
I did not see other people,
ngamendulo nata nyinen karoke la kuola
people that I knew, and I then inquired about them.
ina rafa ko ya jame kamol le kina jankana mol muta
Then I was informed that Yaya Jammeh sent people here to arrest people.
ko entamanta dula
I told them that I was not moving an inch.
kabira nga tolaro ke mbota je nata sokon
After we named the child, I left that place and returned back home.
mbe futala je ngambari mbatara apareta ay tasalo sode akatale
My father's wife, my stepfather's wife.
When I arrived, I found my stepfather's wife there.
ako ngata
She said that we should go.
nkay manta
I told her that I was not going.
nte borra wuluta mbe ngonda kambe borra mbidami
Where will I run to? I am born in this country. Where will I run and go to?
atata botan koto anin tasalfa atata
She left me and went.
With a full water of kettle.
kabira ngata jampata ngamere yamuta kilo kanjele
After she went a long way, I think she was captured along the way.
ya murundina
They brought her back.
ngaje moto kon
I saw her inside the vehicle.
keta wala nyama
That was what happened.
Thank you very much for that narration. I would just like to ask you some follow-up questions to clarify certain things.
Barka ba ke la o senendi loro bar hanin kabi lafta ke nyinin ka nyinin karo dol la pour que ko dol senendi.
You mentioned that when you attended the naming ceremony, you noticed that some people were absent.
Ya fo janko biridara kulli dula nyindo ina rene nya fay murumuru ya kala muta ko modol beje me alon ko mamma be kulli dula do.
Yes.
And were these people from the village of Sintes?
Fanyi mol me inya meje kulli dula nyindo fo mol mu sunde din kolle do.
Hade mfango badi ngol lam dodu.
Yes, some of them are my relatives, in fact.
And you were then informed that they had left the village because they were running away.
Inarana kalam dande nyinna ko bota sato kono le borta le kata ka findi kata sato e bandala.
Kata kasamas ha.
Yes, they were going towards Casamas.
Yes, you also mentioned that there were certain people that Yaya Jammeh had sent.
Ko in kalam muta fanan ko mollel soro me alon ko Yaya Jammeh kinam.
Yes.
And what did you say was the reason why Yaya Jammeh had sent these people?
Yamune fo ko memmo ko nyin dalilo me ya sabu Yaya Jammeh nyi mol kinan sato kono je.
Mfudarum kanilai la ngolon ko ko bualle ginara wala mindi.
It was after I got to Kanilai that I came to know that they had come to give a concoction to witches and wizards.
The question is, at that point when you attended the naming ceremony, you were informed that the ex-president Yaya Jammeh had sent people.
Nyinin karo men wala nyindi ko iko biribe nun kulli la ro ye kala muda yen fo e ko Yaya Jammeh mollel kinam kana sato kono je.
At that point, were you given any information as to why he had sent them and who he was sending?
Wato la fo ya muna ya sabu ay mol kinan je ando e mol kina mo mollel kamma.
And what my ma fanyade ko nyele ko kana mol lemuta kay mol kina kana mol muta.
No, at that time they did not tell me. The only information was that he had sent people to come and capture people.
Mfudarum so kono.
It was when I got home.
Otu mo nga ala nyi mol je janjandi sato karaw kara.
That was when I saw these people, his people, who were scattered across the whole village.
And was there any information stating why people were being captured?
Kibar soron dela bambare fo kibar detail ban ka etandi ko muna ya sabu be mol mutakamba.
Watembo malo.
At that time I did not know.
And do you know why people were running in that case?
Yala na muna ya sabu mol fon be bori kan o wato la ba.
Ba ni alaban dula la ngalong iko.
It was in the end that I knew.
Bari nga mem folo me wala mu ko Yaya Jammeh kana mom tol. Bar kamul muta kan men kan laban dula la ngawolo.
That what I knew later was that what I got to know was later, but before I only
knew that Yaya Jammeh was sending people to the village.
Very well. You said when you got home, there was a particular lady that was there. You mentioned that she was your stepfather's wife. Is that correct?
Ako ya fo jannun ko kabri nyimol na ra ibama dindindo benunje. Foto nyalem.
Ha mbar mbabeji.
Kana nyimol muta.
Ha mbar mbabeji, mbar na musolem. Wala mum bitam made fana wala mum tafamo baade. Ko na muso ba malem.
It's my stepfather's wife. He's my He's also my mother.
Is she your mother-in-law?
For Ibama bida musolem ban fo.
Ha na kumando yam fana sikeno le bayrim bar atle musodin.
Yes, if you call her that also is correct because she's the one I married her daughter.
So she's your mother-in-law.
Amunta Ibama bidandem.
Ha.
Yes.
And what was her name?
Atodu. Her name is Bintandim Manjang.
And did she give you any further information as to why she was running?
For another Nakiba dealer, Munea Sabu Aborikamba.
I found a Jata Kende, I don't find man Kende, and Samba, a bit of
It was her health. She said that she was not healthy, and if they took her, it was going to disturb her.
And did she tell you why she would be taken away?
For Aya Sabu, I have found a Munea Sabu Iba Sambalaba.
No, she did not tell me that. She asked me to go, and I said I was not going.
And you said that after she was taken, moments later, you saw her return.
Ya for Jamfana, Cabria Samba, Man Jamf among me Handoman Ina Raja ko Amurtana.
Yes, I saw her. She was put behind the pickup.
And can you tell us who she was with at that point?
wato la foi sa fo no nyani jumala be ño kan
anin sojarol le be ñokande musu jamale mu de bar ngate o suute jeel ini sojarol be cirin moto dan nawl it be lu bula tem.
They were with other women, but she was the only one that I could recognize. But they were there with soldiers who were seated at the side of the pickup.
And can you tell us how you could distinguish that these people were soldiers?
foi sa fo no ñi iba fatam fansino la ñaali la ko ñi mo mol mu sojarol le
Yeden ni kol menu dum ntolla se
It's the clothing that they wore.
eko itolla
ntolla nga se den kol men be dum sojarol ntolla nga se
We bought those for them.
My apologies, I did not understand the interpretation.
the uniform that they wore we bought it for them.
So these people were in military uniform, is that what you're trying to say?
amunta ñi mol sojar uniform wol le be la fo ibola fo kamba
hade
Yes.
Can you tell us what you meant by we bought these military uniforms for them?
sai foi sa fo no ñi ko tolle ase sojar uniform wol ko rom mune
ntama may namo jo janne mama namo jo ndefa nga jo ndike ndefon kamen jo ke kawle se feto foto.
My grandfather paid tax here. My great-grandfather paid tax here as well. I paid tax here as well.
and that is what they used to buy uniform for them.
Can you explain what katsia is? I cannot understand. Oh, tax.
Tax.
Did you say tax?
Tax.
Yes.
Tax.
T-A-X.
T-A-X.
Tax.
Yes.
All right, and it is the tax that they use to purchase the uniforms. Is that what you're trying to say?
amunda lafta ka men fo la ñinti ko in ka namol men joy ka walel tay ka say uniform wala fo
nga
ibola
nga wala jikide ngado be gardo ku banko ka.
That's what I believe. That's what we work inside the country.
And apart from the soldiers, were there any other people there?
ni nga bota o sojar wala fo mo ko tan dol ben ngele ba
Nga in elaw green fo green boys wala ba nga wala jele.
There are
Ni
those,
fana jelori balale.
there are those green boys. I also saw them standing close to them.
Can you tell us who the green boys are?
fo isa fo no ñi jumal lañ jamba kere dunnal di ka fa
Jamba kere dunnalu fana ka jamba kero wala ni sojar kilin jelori ngi jamba kero do lor ngabal.
The
Ye
green,
tato minia wala ya ben sinte be.
the green boys, wherever you see saw a soldier standing, you also see one of them standing, and they surrounded the whole of Sintet.
And do you know who the green boys worked for?
ñi jamba kere dunnal fo yalla ne ka do ko ke jumale ba
Ha e kado ko ya jamele.
Yes, they worked for Yaya Jammeh.
Do you know what work they did for him?
yalla ne ka mun do ko sifa ñaadi le kaye
Nte o fono le bay nata sinte le mom tat le beji. Ni do ku don te o fono le kamen ka sade ko tangon.
I don't know what they do, but they came to Sintet. But whatever or what other job that they might do in other parts of the country, I cannot talk about that.
And are you saying that in this particular occasion they were sent by Yaya Jammeh since they worked for him?
munda ilafta fo la ñin tembe no waro men nata kanil lay be ina be do ko ke kan ya jambele ka dum wala e kina
Ha wala e kina.
Yes, he sent them.
And in the group of women that you saw, including your mother-in-law, did they appear to be, did the soldiers and the green boys appear to be escorting them voluntarily, or were they under force?
o musu kafo ñimbe ye ñaaye menje andu ibama be men kono me kafu me ko men muy bidante foni green boys wala ni sojarol ye tentendi wato men naje ila korosiro do fo ibe forcé to tambakande bam fo ibide ol bidaka ya diate ñaame ba
Ke forcel dia kuya.
They were forced.
Ke forcel ke tam an kewo ke forcel ke sam aman ke dia.
Even men were forced. They did not like it.
And why do you say they were forced? What gave you that impression?
mune ya sabu ko ibe ye forcé le mune o miro nati sondo mo kono
Nga tam fongol.
I took an example by myself.
So it was from your own experience that you came to this conclusion.
munta jimbo te famala lon ndingol to ko ila londol to ko ibe forcé kanen
Ha.
Yes.
And apart from this experience that you have just mentioned,
Ninga
when
boda.
this group of women were arrested,
ninga bota ila londo re menje den tumala men e nyum musuka volta ye muta be samba kan
did you witness
Manje moy.
any other person being arrested?
fo e modo ko tan deji jele bang ye men arrest bang ye men muta bang ninga boto musuka fola ba e menje
nga cewol jele ke fula be arrest nyara.
Yes, I saw other men. 2 men were arresting them in my presence.
Can you please tell us who these 2 men were and tell us what happened to them?
isa fono nya jumal la nyin ke fulolde andu isa fono nya
Do mu nal ma molati.
One was our imam.
Do mu lay bolati abota sutu sinjanne ma tolon.
the other one was a laube.
Please tell
He's
us what
from
happened to
Sinjang.
the imam first and then go on to the laube.
Afonye muna keda almamo nyine jani bida laube onyinto la ko.
Ntene fole sole mo mbota nyambodula. Ngal ma mon tamira ma mo silo ka fana kata.
I had a bicycle. I came from the naming ceremony, the place of the naming ceremony, and I passed the imam, and he was also on the way going.
Awo silo ka ngabeta silo men kan tamira na fura sokono ngambar mbatra jew ka kata nko eta ndanga tuba nyow bondi.
As I was on that journey, I came to the house. I found my uncle's wife, and she said she was going, and I told her it's okay, and I also took out my phone.
Mbeshiri na jimba wala nga aja finta koma bayente ndela ko korabina ni bodate mo manjam.
I was sitting on my veranda, and I saw her come out from the back because my house is not far from the border.
Abetakan ngani nu jelora nyato ikaye muru.
She was going, and I saw these people standing in front of her, and they told her to go back.
Ngaja be manene kanga kakete mbari madang.
I saw her pleading with them, but they did not respond to her.
Inara kama kalipa foka boindi.
Then they started beating her up until she fell down.
Ka kurundu
and they were dragging her until she pleaded with them to allow her to stand up.
Kabara wulta ya ibata kina nyang fo na pinda na fo inara bula ni motore ya sam.
When she got up, they started pushing her until she came to the pickup, and she was asked to board.
And thank you for that. And I believe you are still narrating what happened to your mother-in-law. Is that correct?
Barka bagela senani road. Hani sanji kira nyinna ko ebe ko wala ko mo foka men yalon ka kete bama dindin na men kete bidan bu amati.
Wotarin kola le men kawara. Adata ata ko nyele katale.
Yes, after she left, she told me she was going.
And can you tell us what her name was?
Foi sa to fo jen fo no nyeba.
Indanim manjang.
Intending manjang.
How old was she?
Ay sanji jelle soro ni sa
otuma ke batale ko ajato le nyata dorong bara ke batale.
That time she was elderly, just that she
kabo tawro ka tawro la mutale.
She was elderly, just that she was looking fit, but she would be between 60 and 70 years old.
And can you tell us who was beating her?
Foi sa fo no nyi jumala bali pakanu.
Ate muske bani.
Ha.
Ani muske bani mawli pa ko almamo ko le.
They did not beat the old woman. I'm talking about the imam. He was the one beaten.
Perhaps we have a problem with the interpretation, because that is what is coming through from the interpreters.
Mawfo.
Ako wora sike no ndol kan na sorlal nyina karola jang ko nyim jakase da woldo.
Mawfo e mali panyala. Ya bulat ngaje motor ko no na bot nang.
I didn't say that.
They
didn't beat him in my presence. I just saw him in the vehicle. Even where he was being arrested, I did not see.
Okay, so this particular narration of this particular individual being arrested, beaten, dragged by the individuals who were carrying out the beatings, who are you referring to?
Silang, ikai mo men na kumo fere ka fako ya lipa ya kurundu a wulita ya lota ya takinding ika jumal la kumo fere nyim
almamo le mod.
That's the imam.
Almamo lule be Sintet.
There are 5 imams in Sintet.
And this particular imam, what was his name?
In almamo nyinga todu.
Hanim mato fo nga fo.
Even if I don't call his name, I already told you.
Very much. Thank you very much. I know that you have already provided some names that have been protected.
Ayin kalamuta ko ye todul diala lan tol le mialongo tankari tol nyane kantala ye tanka.
And we will tender that document later into evidence for the commissioners.
Andu mol ni ye tol men diala be kayto men bala be ni nyaaru demanding aba dundira diamo kono le kala fe la diamo kam.
And can you tell us who was carrying out these beatings and how he was beaten?
Pesa fono nya jumala be ni liparo ke kan andu ngabe liparo nyi ke kan nyaadi le fanan.
Ila sojar doko wala bebu.
They had their military batons.
aning ila mala mun fe muy kadam fu ci ngo fongo ila samata ba e kadam fal.
And also they were kicking him with their boots.
Please carry on.
Tenten.
Kabiri nana da ya samba moto.
When they came with him, they took him to the vehicle.
Nte man na futa ma kotake. Bayre wutuma wulta non kombita no ye pour ka foy ko nyimman kendal kanali.
I did not reach him again after that because initially I tried to get to them and to inform them that he was not well.
Man na taje ko ba kabiri ngaje na kana. Man na fute ma koto murtu na bayre wutuma na tuba nyon ko lan na jimba.
At that time, I did not reach him because when I saw him being brought by them, I stopped going to them and I returned back to my veranda where I continued taking care of my corn.
So you wanted to intervene you wanted to intervene when they were beating him.
Amunta elafte ke da dunga ko nyin kon wado mene bali pakam pour ke fata.
Woto mo lefe tala jele pour ka koy ko nyimman kendal fatal.
Yes, at that time I wanted to go to him to tell them that this guy is not well, leave him alone. But then I did not know that also trouble was following me.
So did you later change your mind? Did you actually go and tell the soldiers about what you had in your mind, or did you change your mind?
Ko nyin labaw ni inar ne hakilo nyin falinde bank pour kata ka fo sojaro le pour ya tuje nyin mankenda inar ne hakilo falinde.
Ha man na fute mai ta ina ya sambe na ta nta na fute ma kotake.
No, I did not get to them eventually and they brought him and they took him away.
And how old was the imam?
Ningal mamo abe sanji jelu ni se hakilo samura.
Ya hanin tala sanjo fono ra bayre afango ye mem fonye awulu 1941.
I cannot tell his age, but according to what he told me himself, that he was born in 1941.
Do you know what was wrong with him?
Yala na muna na kala ba.
Aman kende.
He was unwell.
Was this as a result of ill health?
Fonyi sorda la ni sorda la kurang lo ala asoro ko kurang lo kono ba.
Yes.
You also mentioned that there was a particular Laube who was captured. Can you tell us more about
this person? Ko ye Laubo do fana mutan. Fo isu kum fono nyo Laubo la nyina ko ba.
Ha je pem fono jere bari yamna na kora dal.
Yes, I can tell you something about that because he was captured close to my house.
Ya bayndile.
They ran after him.
Anim fo so ko bonang sate ba ko na be finde kala fetal kasama ba ka doko ke wala.
He came with a bicycle from the main village and he was moving towards Casamas where he worked.
O tembo fonga kulungule boy ya ba le sekam.
At that time, he had cut down a trunk which he was trying to carve into a canoe.
Ya kata nyawanye masuk no je buru nyim police soldier fulo belor ndato ndola kora dato.
They tried
They
tried all means to capture him, but they did not succeed. But these two soldiers who were standing close to my house were the ones that captured him.
Ya adana police dam fula boita.
They kicked his bicycle and he fell, and then they came and stood over him and began to kick him with their boots. They were beating him up, slapping him. They beat him severely. In fact, where I was very angry. They took him away and left his bicycle lying on the ground.
And can you tell us who this individual was?
Fo isa fono nya jumala ni maridi.
Kondo de ngolo de barato malo. Ana bota sa do men de ngo fralon. Abota sutu sinyen.
I remember his soul name, but not his name, and also the settlement where he's from. He's from Sunjang. His soul name is So.
Do you mean So?
So,
yes.
You mentioned that he's a Laube. Can you tell us what that means?
Laibolem. Ntolla sando rajam ko moy karmu laibo de alna ko fulolem. Bar fulolem ne mutul mun de serlal dammal.
In the provinces here, when you hear Laube, they are just fullers, but these are the fullers who are engaged in carving.
And what kind of carvings are you referring to?
Musor ka turo ka kulumen ko to le ka lese anim mol kata num bato menna mam chaim fode mol kata bato num menna to le ka alese anin shiram wuduma han shiram lay bol ka da.
They carve the mortars which the women use to pound, and also the canoes that are used in on the rivers, as well as some of the chairs that I used. I'm not talking about today, but in the days past, that was what they did.
Indeed, thank you for that information. And can we just, we have very little time actually for the break, but we can start your own personal capture.
Montro wato men to je pour ngata fonyende ngola man siaba sila ngata ifan la ko la men late kam mutaro men late kam.
Tell us how you were captured.
Sila nga fonye ye muda nyaadi le.
Entara na jimba on la ben tuba nyom mo nyonko kam.
They found me on my veranda, and I was getting my gun, removing the seats from the stop.
Fula ke fula nata, fula ke killing sorry, and it's sojar fula.
One Fula man came with 2 soldiers.
Fula ke do be lorum kora bunda to famfere ndaw bobu.
One other Fula man was standing by the door side. He had a mirror with him.
Ilo rankunto konya ko ngata.
They stood in front of me and they said to me, let's go. This guy said that we should go. I asked them, where am I going to? And they said to me, our elder, if you do not wish your body to be heated, get up and go with us. I said to them, that is going to be very difficult. To go, and when I don't know where I'm going to, if I go, how am I going to explain that? All those things came to my mind. But then I came to the conclusion that since I saw how they were beating this other guy in the bush, if I refused to go, they could make the same treatment to me, and I would not be able to do anything about it. That was when I got up and I followed them. The Fula was in front of me, and these 2 soldiers, one was on either side of me. And when I want to renege on my moving, they will push me forward. The one that was standing by the gate, he had a big mirror which he was moving from side to side. He also had a tail. I'm not sure whether it's a horse's tail or a cow's tail. They took me like that and they put me inside the vehicle.
I think this is a good place to stop. But perhaps before we come back, we're having some difficulties with the interpretation. There is some inaccuracy and mixing up with the witnesses' testimony. So perhaps the interpreters can use this time to try and sort that out before we come back. Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, over to you.
Thank you, Council, and thank you, Mr. Sani. We will take a 1-hour lunch break, come back at 3 o'clock. Meeting is adjourned.